think once you decide you're going to live this life and you're actually going to be in it to win it, you're open to whatever you're facing. Sometimes that is the dark night of the soul, and I've been there, and you know, I may go there again. I probably wouldn't go there as deeply because I've learned along the way tools to process that information, to step outside of my head and go, okay, Ru, what's really happening? Look underneath the hood. Have you ever worn a wig or done drag?
I have never worn a wig. I've not done drag yet, which is funny enough.
I'm so proud that we got to share this with these fellas from the military and showing them what they were fighting for. They don't tell them that when they enroll, that they're fighting for our freedom to dress up in drags.
Because I was a kid who was an outsider early on, I figured, well, I'm an outsider, I'm smart, let me figure out how to be an insider. And after studying society and culture, I thought, I want nothing to do with that. I want to just stay on the outside, you know?
Not hurt nobody up in here now.
But from the looks of it, RuPaul hasn't stayed on the outside. In fact, the arc of his career has traced the movement of gay culture from the shadows to the periphery to the mainstream of American culture. In the 1980s, he was a fixture of New York's club scene. In the 1990s, he became a pop culture icon, appearing on MTV.
And I'm so proud right now to be an American citizen.
Today, he hosts RuPaul's Drag Race, a drag queen talent competition on Logo. Diverse influences inspired his career.
You know, when I was coming up, different people for different reasons. Diana Ross and Supremes, mainly because they were like even better than the white groups, you know. David Bowie and for obvious reasons, and Cher, because she was such a rebel. There was a counterculture aspect to her, just her personality, you know? So they inspired me.
These were not gay characters. It wasn't about that. It was about something quite different from that. What was the essence of these characters? What did they have in common?
Well, they had the vulnerability and the strength at the same time. People always ask, what makes a gay icon? People who have been ostracized or pushed outside of society relate to other people who you know, have their exact same qualities and personality traits. The spiritual being having to sort of dumb down to fit in, just like the television show Bewitched. The Bewitched television show is the story of a spiritual being who has to come here, who has to dumb down to fit in. How
hard was it to get to that place where you are now from where you came from? Because as a kid you were smoking pot and you were joyriding, and that was just when you were young. And then there's a period in your 20s later when you were literally on these streets of Los Angeles with no place to go.
I wouldn't trade anything. I always sensed that there was some angels or some sort of protection around me. You know, I've been very lucky and very blessed, but also I'm very ambitious. I'm actually becoming more fearless. The video is called Lick It with Lady Bunny and I have done a duet together. We've done them before, and we have another single that's coming out in a couple of weeks.
What do you think is next on this march toward, it seems, increasing acceptance and wider acceptance of LGBT rights?
I think it would have to be gay people extracting the shame out of the experience. Now, obviously, a lot has been extracted out, but there's still so much shame attached to men and femininity, being gay. There's even without people, even within the gay community, there's still so much of it. It's all about acceptance. It's all about knowing that everybody that you see, everybody you sit across from, is a different aspect of yourself. So once you can accept yourself on every level, that's when everything opens up. That's when the party really begins. Oh, you've done this before, haven't you? I have been involved with the love of my life, this man, for the past 19 years. And, you know, we may get married just because of, for business reasons, but I am devoted to him, and there's no piece of paper that's going to change that, you know. It's the most amazing thing I have ever done in my life, is allow someone to, you know, love me. Did I think it would be as open as it is? I did. Actually, I thought it would be this open sooner. What I didn't count on was that post 9/11, there was this, this sort of hostile fear identity that this country especially took on. And it took many years for that to sort of wind down for this show to happen. And listen, I've been around for a long time. The pendulum always swings. Will it swing back to that type of small closed window? More than likely it will. So in the meantime, we're enjoying Drag Race. Tongues tied. Perfection! Fabulous! Wasn't that fun? We should do one of these every day.
Yeah, that's great.